Before this trip, I tried to fight the battle on myself. I thought I was, strong inside. I could take on the world. And I found out as I got out, you're alone. Getting off that plane, seeing people I'd never met in my life. Different branches, the way we introduce ourselves. It felt like I was home. Like I had brothers and sisters who cared. You're not alone out here. A lot of people care about you. I didn't think it was gonna help me, but hey, I'm here today. It helped me a lot.
Being a returning vet, Friday is my favorite day. I call it family reunion.
As soon as you come in, it's hug after hug after hug.
So we're actually in the Marine Corps together.
We just bumped into each other right now and we're like...
I'm here to catch some fish. I'm here to have some fun, to make some new friends and make some new connections. It's really good for the soul.
Here I kind of get to focus on a part of myself that I don't really talk about very much.
You know, this weekend's more than just fishing. More Heroes on Water brings those of us with similar backgrounds together to heal for a whole weekend.
Just to relax and take a pause from all the things in life that bother you and trouble you and just hang out with my kind of people.
Even though you're only here for like 3 or 4 days, like it really resonates throughout the whole year, like what you're doing.
Thank you so much for being here. This is our 7th annual event.
This is always really special for me. This event and all of you has given me so much joy. When I'm out fishing now, I share a lot of these stories. Those stories, they're with me forever, man.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here with you. Let's have a great tournament, guys.
This is a beautiful day in Southern California. It's a beautiful day in America. We've got with us over 100 combat veterans who are highly decorated and who are motivated to get out on the water. You ready to have a great time?
To think that in 7 years, we're able to create this much momentum, it just warms my heart to see the community rally together like this.
Everybody here is here because of you.
You got 2 days on the water to go catch some fish and really have a good time and bond with your crew. I want you to soak this in and enjoy it. I am so excited to get this tournament going and get everybody out here on the water. We got close to 50 sport fishing yachts hosting our veterans, over 100 veterans in this tournament.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome aboard. Come on, let's have a great time.
Wonder Vets are kind of a unique group of folks.
A lot of us had to put on our poker faces for when being out in the civilian world. But being here in the Wild family, we see our real faces.
Serving in the military for over 20 years, you don't get this type of opportunity.
It's really easy to fall in the trap of you're done with your military service and you go on to the next thing in life, and like everybody knows, time slips away.
Just the relaxation that you can get from being away from your normal life, you know, you can't put a price on certain things like that. So many veterans here have just been just like we never left the service. I met one of my best friends that I hadn't seen in 20 years so unexpectedly. We had lost touch, And then I also learned that a couple of the other Marines that are here, we also serve together in the same unit.
As military veterans, we all chase adrenaline. That is a different kind of adrenaline when you hook into one of these big tuna or a big fish in general.
That adrenaline hit is real. You don't know what you have an idea. That fish will wear you out.
The fish literally dragged me from the back of the boat all the way to the front. It was intense.
Forgot to breathe several times. The guys were telling me to breathe. Then as he got up into the boat, that it was just that release of adrenaline. It was super fantastic to feel. That was fun though.
It's insane.
All your pain and your suffering and everything you've dealt with goes out the window, and the only thing you think of is staying motivated and fighting that fish.
Your heart rate jumps up to about 160, 180, and then the work begins.
Eric held on to me while I was fighting a fish. I held on to him while he was fighting a fish. You want to know that we never served together because we had each other's back all the way till the end.
This trip's been great so far. It makes you think of the first time when I showed up and they were like, wow, it's family. And I didn't really know it, until you come back. And then you see a lot of familiar faces and then the new ones and how everybody's bringing it in. And then that's when it clicks that it is family.
Sitting around being able to share stories that when you're back home that you can't necessarily share because people don't quite understand it.
I retired back in June of last year, and one of the hardest parts for me with transition was being away from fellow veterans. That transition and complete lifestyle change is really difficult. And so getting a chance to come out and reconnect with other veterans, talk to other guys that contextually know what's going on in your life is so invaluable to healing and to being able to transition effectively.
This weekend's more than just fishing. It's really bringing us together as a sisterhood and allowing us to connect with each other. And now we're going to be friends for life.
To stop and take time, peace of mind, that's wow to me.
This is mind-boggling. Everything is 100% focused on the veteran. There's no catchphrases, there's no hidden agendas. It's just camaraderie, recovery, and mix in a little fun.
To me, that's one way of serving your country, is to take care of your fellow veterans.
We're all in this fight together. WOW's family, and we're all veterans here, man. Everybody loves everybody. Absolutely amazing.
Every single year, there's been an elevation of the culture. I think this year's message for me is extraordinarily powerful. This tournament is about you.
The vets, you guys are why we do this.
What a top-notch event. This is my first time.
This tournament changes your world
Few and far between do you find yourself as a woman in a man's world and have good things actually said about you. And they believe in you and they breathe wind into your cells.
Thank you for welcoming me into this family.
It is not the end of War Heroes on Water. Tomorrow we just move into a new phase. You are going to remain a part of our veterans' lives.
Stuff like WOW, it gives us that purpose. It helps fill that void in our life. It's healing our hearts, our minds, and our soul. I knew what it did for me. It changed my life.
Old missed half his life watching him learn to walk from a desert satellite. Footy pajamas, freedom on his face hit me harder than a bullet. I couldn't be there to say, take the first step, then the next, and when you hit the ground, take a deep breath, knowing that we all fall down. You'll find on your knees the strength that you need to pick yourself up, shake the dust off, and walk. Caught the next flight out, my ticket home was a homemade bomb on a sand-paved road. 15 feet, never felt so far, trying to reach the end of them parallel bars. Started thinking about my little boy right there and then, how he's learning how to walk, and I'm learning how again to take the first step, then the next, and when you hit the ground, take a deep breath, knowing that we all fall down. You'll find on your knees the strength that you need to pick yourself up,